Most agents that I talk to, they have a vision. They've written it down. Some of them have been writing it down for years. But at the end of the week, they're still doing the same things. They're still running the same patterns, still wondering why nothing sticks. Here's what nobody is telling them. It's not the strategy. It's the story they're living in their head. And that's exactly what we're going to fix today. I had a client on a call this week. Sharp person, experienced, been in real estate a long time. They did this exercise from last week. They wrote the one sentence. They came on the call all excited. And then about 10 minutes in, they said something that stopped me. They said, "Mike, I keep going back to my old habits. I wrote the vision down. I know what I want. But at the end of the week, I'm still doing the same things that I've always done. And I don't know why." So I asked him, when you wake up in the morning, how do you see yourself? Not in the life you wrote down, but right now, how do you see yourself in this life? Who are you when you get out of bed? There was a long pause, and they said, "I don't know. Busy, I guess." That's it right there. That's the whole thing. They had a phase 2 vision, but they were still operating from a phase 1 identity. An identity built around surviving, around getting through it, around staying busy, so they didn't have to feel behind. Does that sound like you? Here's what I know to be true, and I've seen this play out over and over again with the same people that I coach. You can write the vision all day long. You can put it in your mirror. You can stare at it. You can say it as an affirmation. You can have a vision board with it. But if your identity, if that doesn't change, the way you see yourself, the way you talk to yourself, the story you're living in, if that doesn't change, the programming always wins. Here's why the programming always wins. Your brain doesn't run on intentions, it runs on programming. And your programming produces your thoughts. Your thoughts produce your feelings, and your feelings drive your actions. So your actions create your results. If you want new results, you can't just change what you're doing. You have to change what you believe about yourself to be true. That's not a tactic, that's the work. And most agents that I talk to, they struggle trying to add that work into it. They're trying to add a new strategy to an old identity all the time. They try to add a new script, same self-image, new pipeline, same story, new market, same programming, and then they wonder why nothing sticks. It's not the strategy, it's the story you're living in. Quick note before we go any further. I'm Mike Secord. I've spent 28 years in real estate, and 20 of those years coaching and leading top performers. I'm a Maxwell certified leadership coach. And what I coach isn't strategy, it's alignment. Most agents don't have a production problem, they have an alignment problem. That's what Coach's Corner is all about. If you want to see exactly where you're out of alignment, the free alignment scorecard is at mikesecord.com/alignment. It'll take you 3 minutes, give you a personalized breakdown. Okay, the client that I told you about, we didn't fix their habits. We didn't build a better morning routine. We started with one question. Who is this version of you that you already live in your life that you described? Who is this version? And who do you want to be? Who do you have to be right now in order for that vision to be true? That's the shift. Because when you start living from that identity, even just a little bit, the actions start to follow. Not because you're trying harder, but because you're operating from a different place. Clarity before production every single time. But here's the layer we didn't hit last week. You've got to get clear on your identity before you build the life. So here's your challenge for this week. And I want you to do this right now, if you can. Last week, I said, I am building a life where ... This week, I want you to change that. I want you to go, I am the kind of agent, person, leader, whoever you want to describe there, not what you want, but who are you becoming? I am the kind of agent who makes 20 calls before noon. I am the kind of person who doesn't let one bad week become a bad month. I am the kind of leader who shows up even when their clients and their habits are not aligning, going exactly where they want to go. They show up running. That one sentence, said out loud, said with conviction, that's how you start rewriting your programming. Not overnight, it's not magic, but it's the beginning of operating from a different identity. And that changes everything downstream. Say it in the morning. Say it when the pressure shows up. Say it when you don't feel like it, especially then, because that feeling will catch up. But the identity, right there, that has to lead. If you want help figuring out what's actually running your programming, what belief is sitting underneath all of it, I built something that gets into that specifically. It's the alignment scorecard. It's free, 15 questions, takes about 3 minutes, and at the end, you're going to get a personalized breakdown of what's actually holding you back. Not generic, but something specific to you. So comment alignment below, or go to MikeSecord.com alignment right now. And if you want to sit down with me and turn that into a discovery action plan, book a call right now on that page. I'd love to help you get there. So I want to leave you with something honest. When I started Coach's Corner, I had the vision. I had it all written down. I knew what I wanted to build. But for the first year, every time things got hard, I defaulted right back to who I used to be. The person who grinds through it alone. The person who doesn't ask for help. The person who pushes harder when they actually needed was to stop and get aligned. That's when I started coaching myself. I started to not just tell people what to do. I started doing these things. That thing started to move. If this teaching hit home, hit the subscribe button right now. I'll be bringing you new mindset coaching every single week. Also, take the free alignment scorecard below. Hit the link. It's 15 questions. Takes you 3 minutes. It'll tell you exactly where you're stuck. And if you're ready to go deeper, book a call with me right there on that page. I'll see you next week.